Welcome everybody to the One Shot Killer Top 5 with your co-host, the King of Joe. How you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. How about you?
Doing pretty good. Bro, that would have got more of a pop than, well, let me tell you something, brother.
Yeah.
All right? I got booed out the arena, dude.
He deserved it. Why are you putting Hulk Hogan on Raw last night? Why?
Dude, and you know what's fucked up? Imagine if you would have heard boom.
Oh gosh, don't remind me.
And California would have went, yeah!
Bro, he's coming back on my 27th birthday.
Aren't you so fucking happy, buddy?
No, I'm not.
I bet this fucking episode of Raw made you feel like the game just came in your mouth, didn't it?
You sick man. Honestly, I enjoyed a few parts.
We got to start off with the beginning of the show. If you smell
what the
Rock
is
cooking. Dun-dun, boom. Like, bro, what did you think of this long, drawn-out introduction with Triple H, The Rock, Cody Rhodes, and everybody getting you ready for Raw on Netflix?
I enjoyed the opening with Triple H introducing, and then the ring being introduced and all that. But I don't know. I popped for The Rock showing up. After hearing what he said, I kind of was disappointed.
No, they gave a show and tell on that video of what WWE is for the most part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I kind of like that. And it went through all the history of the years.
Which was cool. I like that.
But, bro, when The Rock starts coming out and he starts talking as a babyface.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, like, bro, what happens to the final boss?
Yeah.
And then, last time we seen The Rock, he straight up murdered Cody Rhodes, legitimately tried
with a freaking belt.
Legit tried to steal the man's WrestleMania moment until he said that he didn't.
Bro, it became a meme. I seen it as a meme when The Rock's just hitting Cody with the belt.
Yeah, bro, he's beating his ass like a redheaded stat baby. And now you're telling me, oh yeah, there's my buddy Cody sitting in the crowd, Cody Rhodes.
And then he's over here like shaking hands with Cody, and I'm like, what? What
the fuck is this?
This was awful. Like, I love The Rock. I was happy to see him, but the minute he turned face like that, I was like, this isn't The Rock I want.
And this is one where you should have known they were going to fuck with you, and they fucked with you pretty good.
Yeah, because I'm guessing now he isn't going to be at WrestleMania. Like, just guessing from this, he basically shook hands with Roman too backstage, Paul Heyman, everybody.
At the end of the night, he put the Ula Fala on him.
And then he was drinking vodka, I believe, which was awesome. Another cool thing.
Which, there's something you need to know, though. The Rock bought more of WWE. He bought more stock, and making him a large shareholder of the company. The Rock probably has more control than Triple H.
Another thing, though, I liked about Raw was Travis Scott was in the building, and he was smoking a blunt.
A blunt.
Bro, this man walked down the freaking crowd with a blunt and was just smoking. And
Dude,
I was popping.
I thought that was cool as fuck. Bro looked like he was on demon time. He was ready for that blunt.
And then the Yeet Man came out with him and started doing it.
Yeah.
Jay wanted some of that, I see.
Bro, that fucking crowd was loud as shit.
Yeet. But, bro, my favorite part of the whole show, honestly, like, there was a lot of good moments, but it was Cena's promo. That had me going.
So, for me, Cena was not my favorite part of the show. That was actually one of the things I did not like, actually. For me, my favorite part of the show was the main event, Seth Rollins and CM Punk, followed up by Tribal Combat. All right? Yeah. Tribal Combat, bro. All right? As Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa went to war over the Ufaflala. All right, as LA Knight calls it. Bro, let me tell you something. All right, I have never seen two men go to war over a necklace this way, not since Drew McIntyre and CM Punk fought over a bracelet.
For real, bro. And another big thing, we got cursing back on wrestling.
Yes, you heard "fuck you, Solo."
I didn't hear it. Bleep,
Fuck
bleep,
you,
bleep, bleep.
Solo.
I actually heard it all, bro. The wrestlers were cursing, the commentators were cursing, and actually felt like a TV-14 show. Finally, I don't need it every time, but I pop for that.
But it's
Hearing
not.
that.
It's not going to be all the time, Joe.
I know, but it made sense, and I was happy to hear it. I was happy not to hear that.
Oh, and also,
bleeping.
I want to start off with "You Are a Lie." The show was not 3.5 hours; it was 3 hours long.
That's what I read where everybody was posting about it. It wasn't just me. I
Bro,
thought it seemed like it was gonna be a 3 hours and 30 minutes, but then
Joe,
they canceled stuff.
here's the deal: you can't listen to the stupid marks on the internet.
They're right sometimes. They're right.
Sometimes.
They're wrong. They're wrong.
Sometimes.
I apologize. I really did think it was gonna go there, but I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad.
But Joe, what did you think of Tribal Combat first match of the night?
I thought it was awesome. Like Roman Solo was great. Like they killed it. The crowd hated Solo. The crowd hated Solo.
Did you see Roman's custom fucking Nikes, bro?
Yeah.
That looked clean as shit.
Yeah, that like I said, the match was really good, and Roman winning. I'm glad Roman won, and Solo got out of that ring so quick. But I wanted The Rock to freaking F5, rock bottom Roman, literally. Like I wanted him to straight take this man out, but he put the freaking thing around him. Yeah, and I was pissed.
You got, and it makes sense because The Rock is of the lineage of High Chief Peter Maivia, then Rocky Johnson. Now you got High Chief Dwayne Johnson.
I wanted to see The Rock take him out. He was literally staring him down. I'm like, something about to happen, but then nothing happened. And then I was like, I don't think The Rock's going to compete at WrestleMania. I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem like that now.
Bro, I'm telling you, he's going to be a surprise entrant in the Rumble.
If he does, I'll be shocked, but it's like, I don't know. After this, it just didn't seem like he's going to be there. It basically was like he was saying bye in a way.
Well, that's kind of the point. Like, Joe, if I can make you doubt, then that's better because you don't know what's going to happen.
True. I agree. One of the biggest issues I had on this show was Hulk Hogan being on this show. I don't know why. It was awful, bro. Let me tell you something, brother. It sucked.
Let me explain this to you. It did not suck. It was the funniest part of the fucking night. I mean, bro, nothing else on this show made me crack as hard as fucking Hulk Hogan coming out. Well, let me tell you something, brother. And he's like,
did you laugh inside?
Brother, talk about my beard, dude. And then that whole fucking place was like, boo!
I bet you were laughing inside. I bet you were laughing inside saying JoJo's probably pissed off.
Oh, bro. Joe, I was just laughing my fucking ass off in general because I thought it was funny as hell. I've never seen Hulk Hogan get booed so fucking loud.
What about WrestleMania 37? He got booed loudly there, but this was worse. Like this, they wouldn't let him talk. Yeah,
this was worse, bro.
They would not let him talk. He's over here like, I gotta sponsor my beer, bro. I gotta put it on the show, man, for like 5 minutes. But they cut it off so short because he was getting booed. Like he was getting booed.
Dude, you could tell he was sweating balls out there. And now here's the thing. Hulk Hogan, you got to know your audios. So he was there for the first Raw on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Where are they at, Joe?
They were in Los Angeles.
All right. So he was in a liberal state and he not only supported, he publicly endorsed our upcoming president here in a few weeks, Donald Trump. And, I'm not going to get political. This is not what this channel is about. But all I'm going to say is this. Joe, if you go into a state where you know that the people in that state largely do not like the person that you represented, plus Hulk Hogan's a racist and an asshole and a liar and, so on and so forth, he did it to himself. I personally, if I'm Hulk Hogan, I know as well as you do, I don't have no business on that show, really. Even if it's to advertise beer, I can do that next week. You know what I mean? I would have stayed away. Or honestly, hell, they could have just made a commercial. They could have just done a fucking commercial, bro.
I totally see what you're talking about, and it's really none of that for me. He's just not it for me no more. After everything he said and all those things, it's like, I don't know
And
why
he
he had to
stood
be
you
on.
up.
Yeah, that too. I'll never forget that. But it's just like, why is he on my TV when other things could be happening? Like Becky Lynch got basically, she was supposed to be there after Rhea won the title, but they decided to go with Taker, which was a cool moment.
Which makes sense. You got two, and that made sense. And because, look, I'm sorry, Joe. I don't want to see Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the 900th millionth, you know what I mean?
I want to see Io versus Rhea.
Io versus Rhea, maybe Bailey versus Rhea. Looks like she might be coming to Raw. There's a few things to be excited there. But I don't think Becky was needed. I think that the little closing shot they did with The Rock not The Rock, I'm sorry, The Undertaker after she won the title, I thought that was a great way to celebrate her victory. And it's more The Rock. Not the God damn it. Why do I keep saying The Rock? The Undertaker's more up her alley with that gothic creature style. And so it makes sense with Rhea Ripley to bring out the Undertaker.
When she was celebrating with that title, bro, up there, and I heard "dung," I literally lost it. I was like, "What?" And then I hear, "Well, I'm going down." American Badass song playing. I literally marked out like that. That was a big moment. I'm not.
And so, honestly, I thought that was pretty good. CM Punk, bro, versus Seth is the match I really want to get into.
Well, before that, Rhea and Liv, your honest thoughts on this actual match?
Didn't care.
That's why.
No, and I'm going to explain why. The story was so long overdue. Now, these women had a great match, and I don't want to take away from them. But the story was just so long overdue, bro. I honestly did not care.
Rhea said on Netflix after, I believe, that this feud is over. So,
and do you believe that?
Probably not. You never know with this company. They always say something's over and it never ends.
It's just we're on the road to WrestleMania. So when I'm watching this show, Joe, I'm kind of trying to get an idea. I'm trying to figure out what's going to be going into the Royal Rumble, because we all know, Joe, that by the end of the Royal Rumble, you have an idea for what's going to happen at Mania. And but it all started tonight. And so, like, for example, I could see Punk and Seth going into Mania. It was supposed to happen last year. It never happened. I could see them stretching out this feud far enough to get to WrestleMania. But what do you think, brother? Do you see that being the case?
I could see it, honestly. My biggest thing after The Rock saying that stuff last night, I truly believe Cena's going to win the Rumble. He's going to challenge Cody at Mania, and he's going to win that 17-time title.
And see, now, there's a part of me that wants that to happen. There's a part of me that says it does not need to happen. Like, if Cena's going to win a title on his way out the door, the IC, make him a Grand Slam champion. Now, I understand that, now here's the deal. I know Ric Flair's true world championship record. It's longer than 16. But as for WWE's concerned, I just don't think John should be the guy to beat the record. I truly do believe, bro, and you might disagree with me till you're blue in the face, but Charlotte Flair, that needs to be the person to beat the 17-time.
Are you kidding me?
I'm being as serious as a heart attack. His
daughter.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Take a hit, bro.
I was actually in the process of getting one ready.
I don't know what you're smoking, but I
haven't.
I thought you were gonna say Randy.
Dude, somehow it is 17 minutes after noon, and I have not smoked at all today.
Okay, smoke, because I think you need it. Because you just said one of the craziest things I've ever heard you say.
Dude, I'm being dead ass serious with you.
I know. You're here. Have a Snickers. You're not you when you're stoned.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Or something. Yeah, I just botched that, but you know what I meant. Gosh, this man just said Charlotte.
And Joe, I'm a huge Fortnite fan.
Oh, I know. I seen that on the
ring. Yeah, right. Yeah. It's slap in the middle of the
Yep.
fucking ring, bro.
Punk
Oh,
fell right on it, and I noticed it.
dude, I thought this was so fucking cool. All right, so I wanted to talk about this for just a moment because a lot of fans, bro, were kind of, some were like, this ain't wrestling. This looks more like boxing and UFC. All right, and then you also had your fans that were smart. Your fans that go, you know what? This is going to make the company more money. This is going to make the wrestlers more money.
True.
It's a great idea. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just glad that the fucking mat was not red.
Me too. That would have been awful. Because I know
Because
SmackDown was blue, but that
I
makes
like
sense.
I like that they brought back the blue mat for SmackDown. The blue mat is classic. And if you're an 80s fan, you know this. But at the same fucking time, I would have just put blue ropes. I think the blue ropes look a lot better than the blue mat. That is just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, there was a lot of good to last night's show. Like the things Drew and Jay, that was another really good match. I just hated the fruit roll up pin.
No, bro, this was the best part of the match. That main event, all right, had won his match, bro. And I wish we would have got to see him take a hit off that blunt that Travis Scott had.
Dude, he was Jay was up there with them, probably smelling it. Like,
yeah, and then you see Jay come down the ramp like this.
Where is it?
You got Travis Scott with him.
I love Travis
That
Scott.
fucking place was on fire.
I love his music. Honestly, that actually is one of my favorite things right now. I love Travis Scott.
And see, I didn't know you were a big Travis Scott fan.
Yes, sir, I am. Love his music. And that song he was playing, or the new theme song, big fan of that one.
So, bro, you know what's fucking crazy? Have you
What's
heard
up?
the new theme song for Dynamite?
No. Oh, yeah, it was some like older song, which I'm not a big
No,
fan
it's some like old lady song, bro.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it at all. That's not
Like,
wrestling. I know the song, I just don't agree with it being at wrestling.
I don't know. Hold on, wait. I think I know the channel that had posted. Hold on. Give me just a second.
Yeah, it was some type of older woman song, which I just nothing against her, but it's not wrestling. That's not what gets me hyped.
No, and Joe, you know, you're a fan yourself that. WWE partnered with Real American Beer.
Just awful crap, man. Even beer got booed.
But
Something.
WWE, despite the bad publicity, has partnered with them. Oh.
I hope they never bring Hulk Hogan back out after that freaking crowd reaction last night. I hope they realize that we don't want to see him.
Bro,
and Fartberg either.
He got one of the best reactions I've ever seen.
Yeah, he got everyone laughing and booing at him. They wouldn't even shut up. They were just boo. Every time he said something, he would talk boo louder. Like
And
it
doesn't
wasn't
that
even
make
like.
And see, Joe, doesn't that make you happy?
No, it wasn't even like crowd piped in noises. This was real like boo.
Oh, that's
Like
funny as hell. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I don't like that. It doesn't fit wrestling for me. It's a good song that I would listen to in the past, but it's like, no.
Joe, no, don't go doing that. Don't go doing that, Joe. You would have not listened to that old lady song. Like, look, I like "Thank You for Being a Friend." It is the theme song of the Golden Girls. I will say that loud and proud. But bro, that is fucking awful. That is trash. That is doo-doo. That is cheeks.
Do better, Tony. Come on, man. I'd rather hear "It's the Final Countdown" than hear.
Now, Dynamite as a show though has been pretty good lately.
But their theme song is bleh.
But now, Joe, all the hype going into, and because I know we skipped all over Monday Night Raw, and that's fine. But being honest with me, would you say it lived up to the hype as the greatest Raw ever?
No, but I was excited for a lot of things. Like I said, the Roman solo, Cena's promo. Liv and Rhea, the Taker, Drew and Jay, the freaking Punk and Rollins. That's probably honestly the match of the night for my honest opinion. Like those two guys stole the show, and I'm glad they main evented because that was the best match. And I just
And you know they're going to be best friends now.
yeah, I just can't get over this crap with the Hulk Hogan stuff. Like that was just so bad to put on my television screen. When the minute I heard "Let me tell you something, brother," I started booing the minute I heard his music playing. The minute I heard that song,
dude, you sound like
what?
You sound like California.
I agree with California. It sucks. I don't want to see him. I wanted to see Penta Zero Mero. I wanted to see Becky.
Dude, you didn't pay attention.
He's gonna be there next week.
Next week against Chad Gable.
They pushed it. I'm telling you, bro. He was supposed to debut last night with Ray against the New Day, and then they changed that, which I'm glad. And now,
well, bro, let me ask you this: would you rather have debuted last night and tag team with Rey Mysterio, or would you rather tune in next week and see your Olympic gold medalist, Chad Gable,
I don't want to see him lose.
versus Penta El Zero Miedo?
I'd rather see Chad versus Penta last night and take Hulk Hogan off my screen.
When Rey Mysterio first came into WWE, who was his first rival?
Kurt Angle.
That's right. That's right. So, bro,
I had to think about that.
This is a run back, if you really think about it.
Yeah, but I don't want to see Chad lose. But I don't.
But he's a loser.
Shut up. No, he's not. You know who's a loser? That deadbeat Rey Mysterio. He's a loser. He was in the crowd where he belongs. You know who else was in the crowd? Kevin. Kevin from Home Alone was at Raw last night, bro.
Yes, sir.
And that place exploded when they seen him. Literally, he was like this with a hat on, and then he showed his face, and the place went crazy.
They had a lot of major stars out last night.
Topanga was there too. That's another favorite of mine.
So, Joe, I got a small dab scraped up together, bro. So, you already know how it gets when you're on those final days before payday. That's today, bro. So, it's not the world's greatest, globbiest, dubious dab, but that's okay.
You got it, though, because I ain't got it at the moment. But like I said, I wouldn't say Raw was the greatest Raw ever last night, but it was a good episode overall. Like,
true,
taking away Hulk Hogan.
I'd give it a solid 4 out of 5. There was honestly not much I did not like on that show.
Yeah, I can't personally call it the greatest Raw ever. Like, if I'm being honest, maybe, yeah, it was on Netflix. It was a bigger, like, viewers, like, more viewers seen it. But, like, I don't think it was the greatest ever, but it was close up there, if I'm being honest. Like, it was a really good show with Punk and Rollins ending. Those two guys stole the show, bro.
And I think that's where it did what it needed to. All right? It did what it needed to. It got a lot of people excited and hyped up for Raw on Netflix. And, bro, with us getting the debut of Penta El Zero Miedo next week on Raw against Chad Gable,
Thank you.
Still stacked going into next week.
Yeah, I agree. You know who else was in the crowd? Our new women's champion from SmackDown. Tiffy time.
Yes, sir.
And she got a monster pop, too. Rightfully deserved.
But it's crazy. On WWE's website, she's still listed as a heel.
Yeah, well, she did beat up the faces. She went after Bianca, so it's like, I don't really know if she's a heel or face. She just wanted that title, which I don't blame her. I would have threw everybody out, too. I can't blame her. But I'm glad she won that title on Friday. Got to give her a shout out to that.
Absolutely. But with that said, please leave a like, comment, subscribe.